So let's just settle into our meditation posture and just feel where you're at this morning. Maybe you notice what parts of your feet are you noticing making contact with the ground. And check the weight of the legs in your ankles into your feet. This is all, of course, if you're sitting on a chair at a desk. You'll be sitting on top of your sits bones, shoulders aligned with the hips, and just lengthen your spine. Just imagine it's a string of pearls of light. It stretches from the base, bottom of the coccyx, all the way up through the crown. And you can take a nice deep breath. If you wish, you can tip your head very slightly forward. A little bit of length in the back of the neck. And just before we start, just notice the thoughts that have been arising in your mind this morning. Maybe you've got planning for the day, for the weekend. Maybe you have things you're processing in your mind. Maybe you're excited about something. And just allow these thoughts to arise, abide, and then just float away. Try not to engage or judge. And some of these thoughts that don't really serve us. So just as we settle in, just contemplate this idea of letting those thoughts go, not grasping onto them. So now just bring your mind, your awareness to the crown of the head and just release, relax the scalp, forehead, the face, the back of the head, the neck, the throat, the shoulders, your front body, your back body, and all your limbs. And you can bring to mind some people of your life, starting with the ones we love, these people we have deep and meaningful relationships with, those that we find a bit more difficult. And then there's those who are just total strangers to us. Here in this quite congested part of Marin, get plenty of opportunity to interact with people I don't know. Keeping in mind that all these people could change place at any time. It's interesting to think that perhaps in 2018, you were in the same store, or you were crossing the street or walking down the street alongside someone that you didn't know at the time, but maybe they're your closest friend now. So karma is like that. And these people, they're all equal. They wish to be happy. They wish to be free from suffering and having this extraordinary capacity for Buddhahood. So I think we'll do this meditation this morning for all these people of our life, for ourselves as we're moving along our spiritual path. And we also think of our precious Lama Zopa Rinpoche, of his swift return. And then there's our dear Venerable Chosang, and all these people who just passed away on Sunday in that submarine, submersible. So imagine Tara in the space in front of you. And, this statue is kind of solid, but you're imagining in front of you a light body made of green light, radiant green light. It is very, very beautiful. And she's sitting on a multicolored lotus, and her left foot is drawn in, and her right foot is out resting on its own little multicolored lotus. And her left foot drawn in indicates her complete and effortless control over her desire energy, and her right foot out indicates her willingness and her capacity to get up and act for sentient beings. And often she's referred to as the wish-fulfilling Buddha, and she represents the quick capacity, represented here as female, to cut through obstacles, to get things done and to be successful, and of course to make us blissful. So imagine Tara as beautiful as possible. She's youthful and radiant and full of energy and full of bliss. And she wears colored silken garments, like in the Royal Indian style. They almost look like scarves. And they're all just kind of floating in the wind, but they're made of light. And jewelry on her ears, ankles, arms, neck, and the crown of her head, that 5-pointed crown. And imagine she's the manifestation of your teacher, if you have a teacher. And you can imagine your teachers appearing as green Tara for your benefit. To the Buddha, the Dharma, and the Sangha, I go for refuge until I'm enlightened by this practice of meditating on Guru Tara. May I reach Buddhahood so as to benefit all sentient beings. So imagine we're going to do one chakra at a time, light coming. So we'll start with the body. And first of all, imagine that Tara is sending powerful, blissful white light from the Om at her brow chakra. And this enters your brow and completely fills you. And imagine that all your problems and sufferings and heaviness of the body are purified by this light. And all the harm you've ever done to any living being with this body and all infinite past bodies is also purified, eradicated completely, not one atom left. As we recite the mantra. Om Tare Tutare Ture Svam. 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 Now imagine the light coming again. This time, imagine that your body has become a blissful light body, just like Tara's, indestructible, just like it will be when you attain the deity's body, the Sambhogakaya. And also imagine it's not possible to ever harm anyone with this body, only to benefit them. Om Tare Tutare Ture Svam. 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 Now Lamatara sends red light from the Ajta throat chakra to your throat. And this purifies all the problems of your speech. So any inappropriate speech, useless speech, uncontrolled speech, angry speech, criticism, this inability that we often have to express ourselves appropriately, and any harm you've done to any living being with the speech of this life and infinite past lives. Imagine this is all completely purified, eradicated by the blissful light, not one atom left. Om Tare Tutare Ture Svam. 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 Now imagine the red light coming again, and you're totally full of all the blissful, perfect, compassionate, wisdom, appropriate speech of Lamatara, such that whatever sound you utter is necessarily beneficial to any living being who hears it, including yourself. And all of this is your potential. Really feel full of this powerful speech energy, this red light, as you recite the mantra. Om Tare Tutare Ture Svam. 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 Now this time Lama Tara sends powerful beams of blue like the sky, from the blue hum at her heart chakra, and this enters your heart. And imagine all the unhappiness of mind, confusion, arrogance, anger, jealousy, pride, resentment, hurt, anxiety, insecurities, self-hate, depression. All of this is totally purified, and that all the delusions, including the root ego grasping, which are the cause of all of our own suffering and why we harm others, is totally eradicated by the powerful blue light. Not one atom left as we recite her mantra. Om Tare Tutare Ture Svam. 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 And the blue light comes again. And this time feel full of the blissful, omniscient, compassionate mind of Amatara, all of which is your potential. Om Tare Tutare Ture Svam. 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 Now imagine the three lights coming from Lama Tara's three chakras simultaneously, and they penetrate your three places. And this time feel that even the subtlest stains of all delusion are completely eradicated. There's not one atom left. And feel really blissful as we recite the mantra again. Om Tare Tutare Ture Svam. 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 Stay in this blissful state for a moment, concentrating on being oneness with the energy of Mother Tara. Now imagine Lama Tara's lotus dissolving upwards into her body, and also that little foot lotus also dissolving into her leg, into her body. And then she comes to sit above the crown of your head, facing the same way as you, about a couple of inches above. So you have this green light body, Tara, above the crown of your head. Just really try and feel her there. And now, out of a wish to become one with your mind, you remember this is your teacher, if that's what you've done. She dissolves into green light and melts into you through the crown and merges with your body and your speech and your mind. And think, I am one with Lama Tara's body, speech, and mind, and feel blissful. and think that now I'm Tara. I must lead all these people to enlightenment. So imagine again, our friends, our enemies, and our strangers. So in front are your enemies, eyeball to eyeball. And in front to the left, your friends and loved ones. And to the right and everywhere else, all the rest of sentient beings, the strangers above, below, left, right, behind, in front, pervading all of space, and think that they're all the same. They all want happiness. They don't want suffering, and they all possess Buddha nature. Now imagine from your heart millions and millions of tiny green taras emanating out, and they enter the friends, the enemies, and the strangers. And they take away all their suffering and give them everything they need, transforming them into their own Tara. And imagine this, really want this, as you recite the mantra again. Om Tare Tu Tare Tu Re Sam. 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 So now imagine all these transformed Taras absorbing back into you and enhancing your own Tara nature. Okay, everyone, let's just dedicate all the merit, all the positive energy, all the creative energy we've created during this meditation to all those people of our life, to ourselves as we're moving along our spiritual path. We want the swift return of Lama Zopa Rinpoche. And for those folks who've passed away this week, may they have a precious human rebirth or rebirth in a blissful Pure Land. Okay, everybody. Much love. Thank you very much. Thank you for hosting, Mary. So nice to see you. Morning, Hin. There you go. Oh, all of our West Coast people, it's very early for us. So Well done, everyone, if you're on this side of the country. All right, lots of love. And I will see you this evening, some of you. Thank you very much. Okay, bye.
Thank you.